Okay, I'm going to do a quick video on placing your views on sheets. So let's go ahead and take a look at a sheet that I have set up with a couple of views on it already. So I'm going to scroll down and there is a sheet 00 massing study. If you want to make a new sheet, you can left click on sheets and right click and go to new sheet and add a title block. So I can add like a blank 11 by 17 sheet, right? And it's going to give me that plus plus again, and I'll just come in and categorize that, sheet category under schematic, and it'll plop it right there, and then I'll rename it. Give it a number of 00, and I'll name this massing study 2. Okay. Whoops. Oh, the number is already being used, so it will only let me use 01, which is fine. So we have a blank 11 by 17 sheet. So if you've done renderings and you've saved them into the project, you can actually just place your renderings directly onto the sheet, and it will place them here and here. So there's two renderings of the different sort of versions, right? Okay. Now, there's a couple of things. One is there's a view title. You can select on that view title and change it to different types. So there's a title only. There's viewport 1. I think viewport gray is just nothing. So gray title only. You will just get a title and no scale. And you can actually select that separately and move it, right? It's being a little cantankerous. There it goes. Oh. I'll have to use the move option, I guess. Let's see, move. There we go. Now I can get on top of it and get it to move into place. So you've got those there. Now if you want to insert an image from outside, you can be current in your sheet and you can go to insert and you can go ahead and import an image. So right here, image, and I can go get an image that I created and place that in here as well, right? So there's one that I created. You only have control of the size of it over here, and you don't get, so I could make this 8 inches, right? Take this guy and move him up. You really can't manipulate anything else, and you don't get a view title or anything, so you don't get a view of it over here. There is another option, and this is a little bit more complex, so you can watch this if you like, but you can go to view and you can create a drafting view right here, and we'll name this perspective 01. We'll set this to custom and click OK. And then I can come in here and insert my image into here. Right, so now I have this image in this drafting view. And the drafting view has come in up here, so I can go to my drafting view and change that to working. Okay, so if I come back down, there it is. And it gives you the option then to come in and display no name. Click OK. Alright, and now you have an actual view with that image on it as a drafting view. And so if I go to my massing study, or sorry, my other, let me rename this guy. Massing Study 02, right? If I go to my Massing Study 02 board, I can come in and pull that drafting view out, and it actually has, you know, a view title option similar to the other one. So that's how you would go ahead and I'll put the title only on there and move that off. Off that guy, right? It's a little bit more annoying because to change the size, you actually have to go back to the view itself and then just make sure that you have this set to whatever you want, right? And then if you go back to your, it's updated that to that size, okay? It's odd, it's not letting me. There we go. So you have a similar setup as the rest of your sheets, okay? Just for further reference, if you need to place any other things on a sheet, let's go to delete. I'm going to come in, actually let's do this in the next version. So that's placing perspective views on a sheet, and I'll go over placing scaled views on a sheet next.